We are back from a 1 week hiatus and we'll try to cover as much news as we can. Plus, we're coming at you with a new format which will give you guys, hopefully, less talking, more news, and better jokes tonight. This is the hashtag PWOGs report.
Hashtag that. Philippine wrestling. Philippine wrestling.
Good evening and welcome to the hashtag PWOGs report. I am the Senorito Jake De Leon and we didn't have an episode last week because I was sick, but now I am feeling better and back at 100 and I am ready to go. First, let me throw it over to my co-anchor and tag team partner, the social media sinister, Ken Warren.
Thanks, Tag Amigo. This is the OG of IG, Ken Warren, and I've got some rocking news to start the show. Talk is Jericho, baby. Talk is Jericho. Oi, oi, oi. Talk is Jericho, mama. Talk is me. Word around that Twitter is that it's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's not even the pot of thunder. And rock and roll, it's Chris Jericho's 5th autobiography, Jr., and it's set to release on June 23, 2021. As advertised on the infamous 2-hour Steve Austin Broken Skull session with the demo god Chris Jericho, the complete list of Jericho will feature an archive of every match ever, I said ever, of Y2J from the arenas of Mexico as Corazon de Leon. Today's plays at Jacksonville, Florida as Le Champion.
WWE Black Friday occurred a couple of weeks back as the WWE has released so many of their wrestlers that they had to post 4 tweets just to keep updating the list. Now, since it's such a vast and expansive list, I can't really remember all their names, which is why I wrote them down here. The list of the people that were released from the WWE are Samoa Joe, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Mickie James, Chelsea Green, Tucker, Kalisto, Mojo Rawley, Bo Dallas, and Wesley Blake. This is quite the list, WWE, and a lot of wrestlers here, so I hope you guys know what you're doing.
Up next, Mauro Ranallo will call the epic title versus title match at Rebellion. Mamma mia! The bipolar rock and roller Mauro Ranallo is set to call another epic encounter as his legendary voice will be the storyteller of a groundbreaking title versus title matchup between AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and Impact World Champion Rich Swann on April 25 at Rebellion. I know I speak for everyone when I say my mind is doing constant tope suicida to the outside of my head with this announcement.
In case you missed it a couple of weeks back, Bad Bunny used WrestleMania as his platform to announce his new world tour. That's amazing. And in honor of Bad Bunny's amazing performance at WrestleMania, I'm officially renaming the Canadian Destroyer into the Bunny Destroyer. It's only fair.
Ronda Rousey announces she's 4 months pregnant. I don't give a damn of your bad reputation. Whether you like her or you hate her, Rowdy Ronda Rousey is soon to be Mommy Ronda Rousey. That's 2 out of the 3 WrestleMania 35 main eventers submitting to motherhood. Balls in your court, Charlotte. Woo!
Speaking of Charlotte Flair, this past week she was suspended indefinitely and was fined $100,000 for attacking an official on Monday Night Raw. The suspension doesn't seem to bother her that much though.
From one suspension to another, a week after releasing the supposed first trailer of Heels as announced on various wrestling websites, I wasn't even able to catch it. For unknown reasons, the uploader, reportedly the official YouTube channel of Stars, took down the post. Wow, Stephen Amell is really taking this vigilante club to a next level. Kudos.
A couple of weeks ago, we got an updated trailer to the new Fast and the Furious movie starring John Cena, who will be playing Jacob Toretto, who is the bad guy opposite to Vin Diesel's good guy. Just goes to show that the only thing that can turn John Cena heel is a movie role. How many Fast and Furious movies are we at right now?
Up next, Ken Doane announces his retirement via Twitter. You know what? I want to add some spirit into this presentation. Formerly known as Kenny Dykstra, or Kenny from the Spirit Squad, from one Ken to another, your in-ring work, iconic white headband, and your amazing leg drop will be missed, brother.
Great news coming out of Singapore, Malaysia, and China recently as professional wrestling returns and or continues in their country. MKW has a show, SPW has a show, Grapple Max has a show, APAC is going strong. Although I'm very happy for my overseas amigos and migas, all I can say about wrestling in our country is hashtag pray for the Philippines.
Now, let's take it to a segment that we call
Acknowledge me.
This is where we list down the news for you that we didn't have the time to talk about for this week. Here they are.
Now let's take it over to the weather.
Weather report.
Our special guest weatherman is the current reigning MyPW national champion. He has an immaculate voice, and he kind of dresses like a weatherman already as well. Please welcome to the show, Cornelius Low.
And for today's weather report, unfortunately, we are still experiencing dark and gloomy days. However, we should be expecting sunnier days ahead in the coming future. Yes, sunnier days. And in preparation for those sunnier days, PWOGs, what have the two of you been doing? Playing journalism? Playing YouTuber? A pair of international and acclaimed wrestlers peddling the wares of others? Is that what the two of you have reduced yourselves to? Has the W in PWOG mean nothing to you anymore? Huh? Your fellow Uptown lowlife has lost so much respect for the two of you. In fact, to perhaps regain a bit of it back, how about this? Upload this to your precious little channel as a wake-up call. The world is healing, lads. The path that the two of us, the three of us will take is converging. If you two want to continue to be peddlers, then allow your fellow Uptown lowlife to be the final nail in your precious little YouTube coffin.
I see. Alright. You know what, Cornelius? You have a lot of balls coming onto our show and disrespecting us like that. PWOGs playing journalism? At least we're doing something during this pandemic and not just sitting on our ass, sipping on our fancy drinking glass and sucking at Among Us. You know what? You're lucky that this pandemic is keeping us away from you or keeping you away from us, as we will not hesitate to kick that mask straight off your face. Tell him what's up, Ken.
Mother. Oh, I'll tell him what's up. That's our social media engagement while we make the most of the global pandemic while a certain somebody simply sits on his ass and drinks his mask off to death. You listen well and you listen good, Low. Even your nickname is beneath us. You may be the MyPW national champion, but whenever I hear you talk, I can't help but hear national garbage coming out of your mouth. The audacity to question our love for the W in hashtag PWOGs. And you want to know another harsh truth? I rock this vest, necktie, and button-down shirt get up better than you. Hashtag that. Woo!
Well, now that we've got that out of our system, it's time to take it over to our take of the week.
Take of the week.
Since we weren't able to talk about it last week, Ken and I will still be discussing our favorite match that happened over at WrestleMania weekend that happened around 2 weeks ago. For me, no questions asked, it is Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. It is the first time ever that two black women main evented WrestleMania. Sasha and Bianca were on point from start to finish. This match had everything going for it. And honestly, it was one of the only matches that had me hooked emotionally from start to finish. Now, Sasha and Bianca deserve all the praise. They deserve all the fight forever chants. They deserve all the both these girls chants that they get. And yeah, ladies, take a stand and we applaud you. Thank you so much, Sasha and Bianca. Now let's take it over to your take of the weekend. What was your favorite match?
For my take of the week, I'm picking Cesaro versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say that Cesaro's victory, or just simply the singles match at WrestleMania, was long overdue. You may call him the Swiss Cyborg, Swiss Superman, whatever kind of Swiss you want to call him, but I'm sure as hell and glad to say he didn't miss this opportunity to deliver at the grandest stage of them all. And not just him, even Seth Rollins as well. And I'm glad we got this version of Seth Rollins, pulling out all the stops, moves we've never seen before on WWE TV. This great competition on WrestleMania. You know, they didn't even have to have a long, stretched out story, just competition, and it's one of the show stealers at this year's WrestleMania. Close second would be the Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair main event for the women's title. So, yeah, man, let me speechless.
That is it for our take of the week, and that is it for the hashtag PWOGs report. Catch us here every Sunday on YouTube as we recap weekly news from all around the wrestling world.
Make sure to follow us on our social media at SenoritoJDL and at TheKenWarren, and don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button.
This has been the hashtag PWOGs report. Signing off. Man, I hope we got it synced that one. But Cornelius Low, Cornelius, what the hell? Cornelius, we have some talking.
Hashtag that. Filipino wrestling.
Yeah.
Filipino wrestling.
Yeah.